Welcome to my iPad. We are going to be using numbers today. I am assuming that you watched the first part of this video before going over the answers here. If you didn't, you should click the box below to go watch it first. That said, here we go. We have a spreadsheet that is already partly built for you. I've put the info from the book problem, page 179, number 11, into the spreadsheet already to save us some time. Our job is to fill in the blanks. We are going to do this using formulas rather than doing the math by hand. Why? Let me get rid of that. Nope, there we go. Why? Because that's how it's done in the real world, often, or sometimes, or enough that the skill is worth learning anyhow. Once we've made formulas for the first row, completing the rest of the table is going to be even easier, as we're going to use the fill command. It's pretty awesome, saves you tons of time, and is one of the most powerful and worthwhile things to learn about spreadsheets. So here we go. We already have some information in here, like the purchase price and the down payment percentage already expressed as a decimal, so we don't need to convert it. And in order to find out what the down payment is, all we have to do is multiply those two quantities together, $1,200 times 20%. And we're not just going to type in 1,200 times 20, we're going to use a formula. And by pressing the equal sign next to the flashing cursor, we're going to be able to put in cell A2 times cell B2 and hit the green check mark. And lo and behold, it tells us that that down payment amount is $240. The monthly payment amount is already given to us, $97.01. And we're going to be paying this off for a year. So the next blank is, what is the number of payments, or in this case, the number of months? So all we need to do is come up with a formula for if we know the number of years, how do we come up with the number of months? Well, that's pretty easy. I'm going to hit the equals for the formula again. I'm going to put in 12 times cell E2, which is the time in years. So when I hit the green checkbox again, this is going to make this the time in months. Oh, look, I already put in a formula there. I'm going to delete that. Haha. So that you can see how I put it in. So the total of the monthly payments is going to be 12 times one of the monthly payments. So I'm going to put in a formula again. I double tap on the cell, press equals, and I'm going to press cell D2 where the monthly payment is, and I'm going to multiply that by the time in months. That's the number of payments I make. And I'm going to hit the checkbox. And there we go. In addition to the down payment, I made 12 monthly payments of $97.01, totaling $1,164.12. So now the last question is, what's the finance charge? How much more did I pay for the privilege of financing this? This is a little bit harder, but not too much. This is a formula that you should be able to figure out. I'm going to press the equal sign to go into formula entry mode again. And let's see what we've got here. We've got, how much did I actually pay? I paid the down payment, so I'm going to press that. That's in cell C2. Plus the total of the monthly payments. So that's how much I paid. But what I want is the difference between what I paid and what the original purchase price was. That difference is called the finance charge. So I'm going to hit subtract to find the difference. Cell A2 is the original purchase price, and I'm going to hit the green check mark. Hey, there we go. The finance charge on that is $204. That's how much extra I paid for this by financing it. Was the financing a good idea? Depends on your circumstances. So, the next cool thing here, when I click on that first box that we filled in, the down payment, in order to find the down payments for the other items on this homework, what I'm going to do is, where'd it go? There we go, there it is. Just click on the fill command. It's in one of the boxes that appears right above it. So I press fill and it changes to this orangey box, and notice that there's equal signs in all 4 directions, so I could fill this formula into all of the boxes in any direction. Obviously, hopefully it's obviously, I just want the ones below. So all I did was I touched and dragged it down, and when I release it, it has done the other 3 calculations for me. Those are the down payments. I'm going to do the same thing over here for the time in months. Click fill. Fill down as many spaces as I need. Notice, of course, that 2 years is 24 months and 0.5 years is 6 months. So this seems to be working right. The total of the monthly payments. I'm going to fill. There we go. And then the finance charge for each of these. Again, just press fill, bring it down, and there we go. This is not part of the homework, but let me enter another one just to show you that you can keep filling forever. I'm going to double tap on this, and let's say I've got $1,400. And I'm going to finance this at, say, 18%. So I'm going to put in 0.18. And my monthly payment is going to be, let's say, $140. And I'm going to finance it for 1 year. I'm going to click just on the box above the one that I want to put in. I don't need to put in a formula there, so I'm just going to X that out. When I touch that, I also get a fill, and I can just fill down. Notice that these boxes now aren't formatted. I could go back and do those. But over here, I'm going to press fill and bring it down. Hey, 1 year is 12 months. Bring that down. Whoa, huge finance charge we're going to have here. This does not seem like a good deal. I don't think I would finance that with those rates because my finance charge is going to be huge. The idea there is you can see how I can use this type of math